My friends, if you're watching this, I hope you saw my launch video for Sky Box in which I was flying through the air, almost crashing while singing Freefall. But that doesn't make any sense because why would Sky Box crash? It's so light on CPU. Well, Sky Box will send you to the clouds and it looks like it has landed itself right into an update full of new features that you all asked for. Sometimes you just need to manifest and it'll come true. It's all connected. Who said that? Conscience, was that you? Wasn't me, bro. Stop watching Manifest so much, bro. I can't, man. It's such a good show. By the end of this video, you will fully understand a bunch of the amazing new features of Sky Box. So what's happening, fam? Miami here with JST, and do you know one of my biggest advantages of software over hardware? The fact that it can be updated at any time with new features. And we've done just that. A lot of these new features react differently depending on the mode as well. Now, this might just look like your average ordinary Sky Box, but what you don't know is that if you push the advanced panel, a whole new array of options pops up. I hope you like buttons. And on that subject, make sure you hit the like button. Transition game, still crazy. And of course, make sure to tap the bell to be notified when we upload new content. I have a surprise for you guys as well. Remember in that video when I covered part of Freefall and you guys asked me to do a full cover? Well, it only makes sense that since the plugin updated, I should update the song into a full cover for you guys. You manifested it once again. So let's go over these features. Teach them. Nah, must be the wind. The first new feature I want to mention is that you can now link the pre-delay to your DAW's tempo. All you have to do is click sync and it switches from milliseconds to notations, from 1/64 to a full bar and everything in between. Also, by clicking the sync button, it controls the modulation as well. It's all connected. No, I definitely heard something that time. But yeah, now you can basically use the reverb in place of a delay if it calls for it. Let's mess with it.
All the vampires walking through the valley, move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and all the good girls are home with broken hearts. Yeah, I'm free.
Alright, calm down. I can't just let you hear the whole cover yet, but that's pretty dope, right? No more trying to figure out the milliseconds to get the perfect pre-delay, but let's go back to that example and try out a couple more features. The compressor and the wet filter that high and low cuts the affected signal. This will help us tighten up the reverb.
All the vampires walking through the valley, move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and all the good girls are home with broken hearts. Yeah, I'm free.
Do you see how tightened up that reverb was and how thick it made the vocal sound? You could use more of the effect because it was so much cleaner without the reverb mud and sibilance. If you wanted it even tighter, you could have used the mono low end button, but I didn't find it necessary for this. Next, I want to show you the new pitch wheel, which can go by semitones or octaves. And I'll show you on some different modes as the pitch reacts differently depending on which you choose. Switching songs to a hip hop track that I'm fleshing out for my new project, and I'm trying to find a chipmunk styled effect. So let's go.
Well, it better be a good night. It's getting late at night. Party till the break of light. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to break you right. Wouldn't change your night. It will save my life, yeah. It's getting late at night. Party till the break of light. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to break you right. Wouldn't change your night. It will save my life, yeah. It's getting late at night. Party.
Started out looking for a chipmunk sound and almost went with the octave down. Experiment with that thing. And last thing I want to check out is the distortion and crush. That could make for some really interesting vocal effects. But let's try it on a drum bus, like the whole drum bus, just because I'm insane. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that sounded pretty cool. Def one of those things I would check the next day to make sure I'm not tripping, but In the moment, very dope. And we also have a new ducking effect, which basically is like sidechaining a source to itself. And yeah, a couple of boring features added, input and output. Not the most exciting, but important for gain staging. But what is this little section over here? It seems as though we have a freeze pedal section, and that is huge for me. If you guys want me to put you onto some game, one of my favorite albums is Peripheral Vision by Turnover, and now I can finally get this effect in the box. But I have to be honest, using Sky Box as a freeze pedal, that's its own episode, and I'm ready for this cover.
I wanna glide down over Mulholland. I wanna ride her name in the sky. I'm gonna free fall out into nothing. I'm gonna leave this world for a while. Yeah, I'm free falling.
So I hope you enjoyed the cover and are stoked about the new Sky Box update. Like I said, soon I'll be grabbing a guitar to mess around with this some more, but this update has turned this into an entirely new plugin, and it was already pretty awesome before. If you're an engineer on the come up, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You only have to do it one time, and tap that bell for notifications so when a video drops, you know the location. Until next time, I am out of here. Mic drop. Except as engineers we know, I'd never really drop this thing because it get really expensive, even if it is a piece of sure. Later.